Hello guys, this is Chinmay Kuval. So today we are going to talk about the task, that is the automatic installation of the infrastructure and the Strapi with the Github CI/CD pipelines. So I have built the pipeline. So these are the results. This is the IP that I have got 52.172.230, 52.172.230, and this is so technically I have did the login part, initial part of it, and if we go over here and we can see my IP 52.172.230, and this is the backend container that I have created in order to store the state files. This is the TF state file, TF state container. Okay, so now coming to the code, this is the backend that I have created, and this is my script. So I'm creating the resource in central India where I have the virtual network in that particular location and the resource group. So after that, after creating the virtual network, it requires the subnet. So I have created the internal subnet with these IP addresses. And then I have created the public IP with static allocation method in that particular resource group and that location here in the central India. Then I have created this specific part in order to fetch the public IP address of our Azure virtual machine. And this is the interface that we are supposed to attach to our hardware, that is the virtual machine. So here I have written that public IP address and private IP address in our Central India location and in my PT resource group. And this is my actual virtual machine. This is the name of it in again in that particular location and in my resource group. This is the advanced hardware that I'm using because it needs some additional hardware. And so this hardware depends on the public IP address. So I have written this line. This is the network interface that I have created above. I have just simply attached it over here. This is the basic SSH connection and basic OS hardware settings and the Ubuntu server. These are the provisioner, so I'm using the file provisioner so that I can pass my shell script into the server's home directory. So I'm going to make a connection of SSH to this user with my private IP and on this particular location. And after sending my file to that particular location, I'm going to remotely execute the script with the same connection settings. So I'm going to change the permissions of my file and I'm going to run my script with this particular private address. And we have seen previously, this is the script that I'm using for the installation of the Strapi app. This is the basic script that I have written for the previous task. I'm making use of that. Okay. And this is the template file that I'm using for the GitHub Actions. It is same as the previous one. So I'm making the change on push for my particular branch, and I have used um, these secrets so that I can connect to my Azure account, and I'm making changes for this particular directory. So I'm making a Terraform plan so that everything works smoothly. And for that, I'm using the Ubuntu server and I'm using the bash shell in it. And I'm simply running the Terraform in it so that environment will get created. And then after I'm doing the Terraform plan for my scripts that I have written over here. Similarly, I'm doing the apply I'm passing the apply command for this Terraform script so that it will get applied. After initiating, then I'm going to apply it for my working directory. So working directory means this particular working directory, Strapi-CMS. And this is just a cleanup script that I have written so that it will clean up the thing just in case. So in order to test the CI/CD pipeline, we will do some changes, the basic changes, so that our pipeline get executed. So technically, these are not crucial changes, but if there are any crucial changes, then our server will get created again and the installation of Strapi will happen again. But as these are the basic changes, so we don't need to worry about the installation and the hardware, that is the virtual machine. But we can check here that our pipeline is getting executed. Let's wait for some time. Now I'm in the apply stage. Okay, so apply got my change got applied successfully. Uh, let's see. Yes, my server is still up and running. So whatever change we do in our code, our pipeline will get executed. And if we do some settings in our strap installation or maybe in the hardware, then it will get reinstalled again. Yes, it is working fine. Let's see.